am. I run the Greeting Card Association. It's the trade association for the greeting card industry, so it's all devoted to greeting cards. It's really feeling a little bit surreal to be up here on speaking here, because I'm used to being where you're sitting. So yeah, please treat me gently. Yes, of course, being the CEO of such a venerable organisation, I brought my entourage with me. We have Chloe here. Chloe is going to be my official clicker for the PowerPoint. And of course, we have Ashley as well, who's my nephew. She's my cinematographer. Are we ready, guys? Okay, living better, celebrating life and coming together to raise our positivity levels. That's why we all come here, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. And doesn't it feel great? Yes. I'm feeling really, really excited because today, at Sunday Assembly, we are launching Thinking of You Week 2015. Woo! Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for showing great goodwill and trust there, applauding something about which you know nothing at present. So I'm sure we're all dying to know what is Thinking of You Week. Thinking of You Week is a great excuse to reach out and spread the amazing feel-good vibe that we have here in Sunday Assembly. Thinking of You Week is where we get to create a great big wave of love, caring and happiness all around the world. Isn't that great? Yes. So how do we do this? How do we do this? We each send 7 special people, one each day, a great big hug in the post. We send them a letter, a card, or a postcard, just to tell these lovely people how awesome they are and why we're really happy to have them in our lives. Isn't that a great idea? Yes. Fantastic. Of course, there is a serious side to all of this as well. We can spend a bit of time focusing on our friends who could really do with a bit of a positive boost, who could be going through a bit of a hard time, or who we haven't seen for ages and we're at risk of losing touch. Or we could just write a note to say hello and show that we care about them. And just when you were wondering if you might have to go out and spend some money, we've taken care of that as well. We have, thank you, Chloe. We have, everybody in this room has a pack of extra special Thinking of You cards here today, all printed especially for the Sunday Assembly, and the wonderful Zebra Pen Company has also donated a pen each for everybody as well. Super special cards, and you can write them here with us over tea after the assembly, or you can take them away with you to write at home if you want. So, why is it important to send something real? Why not text these people or send an email? Why? Well, you can do that, but science has shown that receiving a handwritten note or a card has a far greater emotional impact than receiving emails or texts. All right, here we have an experiment. In this experiment, MindLab, which is an independent laboratory, measured emotional brain activity to find out if there was any difference between how people feel when they receive the same message, exactly the same message, on a screen or a phone or in a handwritten card. And they found a huge difference. So here are a couple of mums, as you can see, and they're looking at a screen reading an e-card. And they don't actually look that impressed, do they? They don't. We can see that from their faces. But look on the screen behind them. Now that screen behind them shows the emotional activity in the brain. And there's a little bit going on there, a bit of that background stuff, but on the whole, nothing much is happening. So, here we go. Here's the proof. Here's the proof. Now look what happens when the same message is handwritten in a card. We can tell that this mum's happier just from looking at her. But if you look behind on the screen, her mind has gone into pleasure overdrive. Reading the handwriting in the card, it's had a really positive impact on her emotions. So why would that be? It's magic. Okay, that's not very scientific. but there is a little bit of magic in ink on paper. There we go. Handwriting reflects your personality. It's alive, and it changes with your mood, capturing that moment of writing in time. Your parents and oldest friends have an emotional connection to your handwriting, and you have with theirs. They will have seen your writing develop throughout your childhood and into your adult life. Just seeing your handwriting on an envelope will mean something to them before they've even opened it. And it will be the same for you with your children. Writing by hand can actually give you permission to be more emotional and express your caring feelings more openly. And by taking the time to write a card or a letter, you're showing that you're making an effort, spending time to bring joy to that person in the future. We don't write that many letters anymore, so it's actually cards that are the last bastion of handwriting. And it's very difficult to throw away a card where someone has written a proper message, actually spoken to you, thought about what they want to say, and written a proper message to you inside. So it's difficult to throw it away. It's like throwing away that person. Next one, Chloe. I have a card industry perspective and feel really passionate about this really special industry. So I'd just like to take a moment to celebrate it with you, if I may. I'm very, very proud to say that we have the most amazingly successful greeting card industry in the world here in the UK. This is just one of the many trade fairs where publishers of all shapes and sizes exhibit their cards to retail buyers. And I think it's hugely telling that digitalisation, which has brought huge industries to their knees, think of CDs, DVDs, the book trade, it hasn't affected greeting card sales. Cards are still sold in more types of retail outlet than any other product. The industry is worth an astounding £1.6 billion in the UK. So good on for Great Britain, that's all I can say. Yes, we're a nation of card lovers. We buy the most cards each in the world. We proudly display our cards in our homes to mark special occasions and surround ourselves with the love of everyone who has sent their good wishes. And we love making cards as well, millions of them. It's the top craft hobby in the UK. Our industry is packed with over 1,000 small creative businesses, a huge number of them owned and run by women. And all these designer publishers spend their days creating cards to help express emotions and connect people. These are some of those. Yeah, the cards are rude on that one if you want to. We skipped quickly on. Greeting cards are sold on a purely design basis. So apart from Hallmark and Moonpig, what other card publishers, as opposed to retailers, have you heard of? So it's a completely brand unaware Cards are tactile. They're a tactile, sensual object. They're printed on lovely special boards. They have gorgeous imagery that really speaks to us and to the person that we're going to send it to. Next one. I've already said that we display cards in our homes to mark special occasions. I have to admit that I keep my birthday cards up for months afterwards. I have several cards that have been on my bookshelves for years because I've grown so attached to them, like this one. Not that one. What's the next one?
Oh, the next
one. Go back.
Back or forward?
You're not getting older one.
Oh, that one.
That one, yeah. So, I have to admit that so what is going on when we choose and write our cards? We're spending time. We're thinking about another person. We're being altruistic. We're empathising. We're looking through their eyes for that connection. We want to show them that we know them. and we know what will make them laugh. Or go, oh, and feel warm inside. And we found the perfect image that will make them feel special. We're taking a little emotional journey on their behalf. And we're doing all of this subliminally, as it's using the best part of who we are as feeling human beings. So let's take a moment to think about the people that we want to bring a smile to and make feel really special during this week. I'm sure there are loads. I just put him in there because he makes me smile. And if you'd like to join in, you could send one of the lovely cards that we have here today. You could write letters. You could use cards that you already have at home. Girls, we all have those big boxes of cards, or a big drawer full, don't we? Yeah. You can buy your own if you want. It really doesn't matter. You could do all of these if you like. Let's spread the positivity. Let's create that wave of love, caring and happiness, because it starts with us. So who's going to write some lovely cards with me after it's over the tea? Shall we do that?